Hopping it, everybody from Sidelines, our home away from home. We are not in the KUAM studios in Harmon. We're about, what do you say, Ken and Joe, maybe about like 4 or 5 miles down the road into Mooney, and we are hanging out here. The pool table is ready. Ken and I are going to go, let's see, maybe play some 9-ball, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Ball in hand, remember that. But we are in week 15 for the NFL season, KUAM Fantasy Football Fiesta. Once again, Jason, Joe way over there, nursing the water. Ken's in the middle. I am smartly not going to attempt the super hot wings. I just went for like the curry mayo because, man, last week I learned my lesson. They're very, very good.
Did you have the chili, lemon chili one?
Yeah, that was hot.
They're really good though, right?
Yeah, they're very, very, very good. Very, very hot.
I keep saying it. That's my favorite thing on the menu. I order that every week here at Sidelines. Check it out. And if you want a hot dog, a really good hot dog, you should get one of those here too. You can choose from like 5. You can choose 5 of 10 different sides. I believe for the hot dog.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Ken's the math genius out of all of us and everything like that. The combinatorial combinations are out of this world.
Yep. And but this is week 15 for the NFL, but this is the semifinals for the playoffs for our fantasy league. We have Luck Ness Monster and Cowboys Suck competing right now, as well as Zero Fox and Outlaws. And that's a pretty close series right now, Zero Fox and Outlaws. We'll see, but Zero Fox has done pretty well like all season, right?
He's like 11-1.
Yeah, so I mean he's sitting pretty. The other matchup, Luck Ness Monsters versus the Cowboys Suck. Luck Ness Monsters is up right now. He's at like 88 points, and Cowboys Suck is at 42. This looks bad on paper, but Cowboys Suck has a good chance here because he has Todd Gurley. He's in the game right now. He's killing it. He's got Drew Brees, who hasn't even played yet.
Angry today too.
Yep. And
he just scored a touchdown. Todd Gurley did. But as far as tomorrow, Drew Brees is playing the Carolina Panthers, Saints and the Panthers, and it's always a shootout between those two teams because they are in the same division, and they're both gunning for the top spot.
Okay, can I just say something, you guys? The team that can, you may not figure this out just listening to our live stream right now on Facebook Live, but Luck Ness Monster, not Loch Ness Monster, really good wordplay rather. Obviously a fan of Andrew Luck, who had a game today against the surging Cowboys. They shut them out, 23-zip. Andrew Luck is playing at a Pro Bowl level for sure. Joe, what do you think about the kid out of Stanford now finally playing back up to speed?
Well, I think he had a terrific game. I was really surprised with the Colts defense, how they're able to shut down Zeke Elliott. Zeke's been riding the a really nice train this entire season, and they shut him down today. This is probably his worst game of the season. Yeah.
Total team effort by Indianapolis. Speaking of math, Ken, where do each of us stand? I know I'm abysmal right now as far as fantasy football.
Well, it doesn't really matter where we stand now because we are out. So, like, the playoffs is down to the final 4 teams. The final 4 teams here. The semifinals are taking place today. Like we said, those 2 matchups. And next week, week 16, will be the final. We will be able to crown the champion of the KUAM Sidelines Fantasy Football Fiesta.
And it is not a
foregone
foregone
And they get a
conclusion.
prize. No, it's not a foregone conclusion.
Not at all.
There are 3 divisions in the league, and the top team from each division moved on to the finals of the playoff, and there was a wild card spot. And all of those matchups are really close right now. So it could be anyone's game, and we still have 1 more day to figure that out.
Yeah, and I think with this being our first foray into fantasy football, we might do things a little bit differently next year. Maybe some lineup changes or positional changes and stuff like that. But as far as what I've seen so far, it's pretty consistent with every other league that I've been in, aside from like maybe a flex player. But we're always looking forward to your comments, suggestions. Hit us up in the comment box there and everything. And we'd love to get your feedback.
Okay, I have one question now. As we head into the playoffs and ultimately the finals, if you are a fantasy football manager that close to claiming the championship, do you make any last-minute roster moves, or do you just roll with your guys and basically say, these are the guys that got me here? Unless they're sitting out because they are physically unable to perform, should I just stay with them, or should I make any last-minute managerial changes?
And that's actually a really good point because one of the star players this year, breakout player, was James Conner. He's not playing this game. He didn't play last week. Jalen Samuels rumbled down the field for 100-plus yards, and he's doing well for the Steelers. You know, so you really have to take it week by week, as far as like, you know, who's playing, who's injured, who's not. Odell Beckham's not playing. He was out last week as well. You know, and I have him on my roster. I was bummed that he wasn't, because he's been a top performer for me. But you know, it's one of those things where you really have to watch your lineup and everything.
Okay. I've got a bombshell I want to drop on all of you guys. Even Asha, working the camera right here, is gonna completely freak out. I am making some changes, and I am going to guarantee I will be in the championship next week, because I'm going to do my computer programming thing. I'm going to hack our system, and I'm going to add to my roster Zion Williamson from Duke, the really, really buff weightlifter guy who's in that Netflix documentary that just came out, the one who said, like, you know, like he's the world's biggest. I'm adding that guy to my defense, and I'm taking Godzilla. Those are the only choices I have to make to even stay alive in this league.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even enough at this point. You're done for. Like, you are the absolute worst. Like, okay, we haven't found out who the best player in the league is yet, but we do know who the worst is, ladies and gentlemen. That is Jason. He is the worst fantasy player of the year. Congratulations, you can get your coupon from Betty Ann at the KUAM station.
Can I get some more wings?
We'll see. Well, speaking of wings, let's get into that, right?
Yes, please. Okay. The wings I always try. You can actually get the sauces here. I mean, I go for the curry mayo. You said there's the lemon pepper.
I like the lemon pepper.
You can either get it infused on the wings themselves. They will actually cook it with the sauce, or you can get it on the side. They also give you between 6 and 7 healthy pieces of celery, which really, really helps. And they give you extra sauce. So even if you get that, and you even dip. You're crazy. You are crazy.
Good. It is really
You get the lemon pepper on the wing, and you still dip in the same. Okay. Speaking of, look at what we have. Okay. There she is. Okay. Okay, and yeah, there is that lemon pepper. Oh man. Yeah, this taught me a lesson last week. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Explain to the people exactly what it tastes like. Thank you, Joe.
There we go. You need these. Like, this is an essential part of eating any dish at Sidelines. Have water. You need, like, a lot of water when you eat stuff here.
Obviously, I did not learn my lesson.
You know, it's got this really, it's hot. I mean, it is hot, but it's got a really, really sharp taste, and I kind of like that. It's kind of my palate. So, yeah, try out the wings. Like I said, the hot dog is also really good here. And if for the vegans and vegetarians out there, you can get like the biggest salads you've ever seen here. So.
Asha had the salad last week.
Yeah.
she enjoyed
The
it.
salad was like almost as big as Asha. So, but anyways, that's gonna do it for this week of KUAM's Fantasy Football Fiesta. We have one more week left of the league. So, like Joe said, if you have any comments or ideas for next year, or if you want to play in next year's league, let us know. Let us know in the comments, or just hit us up on Facebook, and we'll be sure to contact you.
All right, everybody. See you later. Happy football.
Happy football.
And go Rams.